and Triple J. But like I said, these are the games in the NBA you got to take advantage of. You got to get these wins while you can. We want the smoke with the full teams, but we'll take the games that we can. So we'll start off in the first quarter. It was a funny game, like because KD and Kyrie kind of started off a little bit cold. Royce was really good in that first quarter. He was just hot from three. I think he made 4 threes. Now, at the end of the first quarter, the Grizzlies led the Nets 29-28. We were having trouble guarding Steven Adams. It was basically Steven Adams was leading the charge. Dylan Brooks was playing nice. He had 12 points. But that first quarter, Steven Adams was really going off. It just showed the lack of the center. And a lot of people, I know Ben at the 5 worked somewhat tonight, but he's not a 5. We want Ben at the point guard to guard at the perimeter. But we saw early on the struggles with Steven Adams. How you guys feel about the early struggles with Steven Adams on the boards?
It was to be expected, bro.
Yeah,
We didn't have a center. We didn't throw Dayron out. You had no clacks. Like
no
you
clacks.
knew this is what was going to be. Is my fan loud, by the way, or is it cool?
Nah, you good, bro.
No,
All
yeah,
right. I mean, this is what you expected, bro. Like they made
Yeah,
no adjustments once Clax was out, and it was like, okay, we'll see how this goes. And
yeah,
I mean, you gotta. I mean, considering what happened, I'm amazed that we did as well as we did, and whatever adjustment Vaughn
in
and
the
the
second
team
half
did on it.
adjustment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that is something that I don't know. I'm hoping that it was Vaughn talking to them or the players realizing, hey, they've got to crash the boards more. They got to play a different way. But considering you didn't put Dayron in at all,
yeah,
or
didn't.
even attempt to put a body on him that could potentially get close,
Yeah.
I was impressed. I
The
mean,
the the backup center tonight was Markeith Morris, and he kind of
he
Vaughn
did his
kind of
thing.
slid Markeith Morris in there at the end of the second and in the beginning of the second. And Markeith did an okay job. I mean, like I said, Steven Adams was still killing. Memphis went on a 20-4 run in that second quarter. Steven Adams was still killing, and Dylan Brooks was going off. Our 3-point defense was not good tonight. Um, early on, it wasn't good tonight. We were just letting. It just seemed like we were kind of came out lackadaisical. I know Kyrie's return and everybody was hype, but we didn't come out like we weren't. I feel like we weren't taking the game serious at first. You guys feel the same way or no? I don't know.
yeah. Safe to say. Yeah.
Yeah, the first half, I feel like we didn't come out like we gotta put our foot on their necks. We didn't do that. But second quarter, Ben Simmons. Oh man, the Ben Simmons show started in the second quarter. He was just every game. It's like Ben just gets better and better. We see like the the speed, the explosiveness, getting to the rim. The defense you see right here. The defense gets the steal right here on Adams. He's pushing the pace. He's throwing assists. Um, he really it was him and Royce in that first half that kind of kept us in it. Kind of carried us. Honestly, Ben, there was a point in this game where Ben was carrying us. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nah, bro, that won't Ben. That was Benjamin.
Yeah, Ben was carrying because Kyrie made his first three tonight, and Kyrie was still getting used to the flow. Katie was cold, and Ben and Royce in that first half was keeping us alive. Um, Now the third quarter came in. We led at the end of the third. We led 96-93. We made a big run in that third quarter. I guess Yuta had a fast break layup before the buzzer. KD started cooking in that third. KD was cold in the first half, but he started cooking in that third. I think by the end of the third, he had like 20 points. And then Kyrie and Royce each had 12. Dylan Brooks was still going off, but in that third quarter, we were up by 3. Then the fourth quarter came, and we made that push in that fourth quarter. Yuta hit some back-to-back threes. Ben was pushing the pace. Yuta had 12 in that. I'm sorry, yeah, 12 in that fourth quarter. 15-4 run, and it was just too much for the Grizzlies at the end of the game. Again, we made that adjustment on Steven Adams. We kept him off the boards. We played better defense on Dylan Brooks, and the shooters came out. Yuta came out and shot. Joe Harris made a 3. Who else was cooking in that fourth? Kyrie, I think, had a couple free throws, and it was a Rapsky after that. It was a Rapsky. Shout out to Easy Money OJ. He said Yuta needed to be extended immediately. Yeah, bro. Like this it's crazy that Yuta doing this. Like Yuta had what 12, 14 points in the fourth quarter and was a big key for this win. And he's on a non-guaranteed contract. Like, how we have him on a non-guaranteed? This man is killing it this season. Probably the hottest shooter in the NBA right now, and he's on a non-guaranteed, like an Exhibit 9 non-guaranteed contract, which is wow. I don't know. I don't know about this organization.
Hey, I'm gonna take the good luck that has been bestowed upon us by the basketball gods of picking up a Exhibition 10 contract deal.
Yeah,
and the dude's playing like he should be making 10 to 15 mil a year. Right?
He's the best shooter. He's actually the hardest shooter. I think he's shooting 51%.
Yeah.
Cypher, get you the stat. We got Cypher the stat.
And then on top of that,
he's 56% from 3 or something crazy.
Yeah. And he's exactly what Kevin Durant and all of us fans have been screaming for. Give us a 6'9" wing that can defend and shoot and hustles. He's like so maybe the gods were listening that they bestowed Yuta on us because he's been exactly what this team has needed. It's what we've complained about the last 2 seasons. I'm going to take my victory lap. I said this man was going to be special when we got him. I got laughed at even by Jay and other people, and the dude has been amazing. Absolutely glad we picked him up. He's exactly what this team needed.
Yeah, we'll go around the room. We'll go with Chubbs first. What's your biggest, takeaway from this win?
I have 2, and part of my voice, like a little sick voice, got shot from it. But Benjamin David Simmons, moving forward, that's how you play.
That's how you play.
Like I'm being that is how you play. Like anything low than this, it's just unacceptable. There's just no way.
I mean, he don't got to put up 22 every night.
Not 22, but the intangibles he was doing. It has to. This is what I want from him, bro. Like you won't have to drop 30, but this like attacking, because him attacking, he doesn't have to make him. Just attack. It opens up everything.
Are you kind of saying, give me the, like when Clax, give me the 10 and 10 and I'll shut up? Is that kind of thing? Just give me, a certain amount, Chubbs, and then we'll be cool.
Give me the 11, 15, and 14, or like the 10, 9, and 9, or 10, 8, and 9. Just
10, 8, and 8 or something. 15, 8, and 8, something like that.
15, 8, and 8 is literally, that's what I was
thinking. Yeah, none of this 5, 3, and 4. None of that. Like, fuck that. Like
crazy stat line.
Anything like the Portland game, but a little more tame. Like, give me more of that. Like, we really don't need much from him. And he really didn't do anything too crazy. He just set the pick, drive. Set the pick, drive. Set the dunker spot. Wait to hit a floater. He was literally Bruce Brown on steroids. Like, if you really thought about how he played.
Yeah.
Like, think about Bruce Brown on literal steroids and can pass like a god. So, I want more of that from Ben. Like, going forward, that's the only way, like, we can really shine with him. Like, beautiful fucking game. But Yuta, Saint, I'm going to join you, and I literally called the Yuta signing being something a low key, but it's going to be arguably the best signing.
Hands down.
I even admit myself, I wasn't big on when we first got him. I was like, who is this kid? Like, I was like, who is this guy?
Well, you know where it started, and Chubbs did the same thing, but like, I've heard the name before, but I never really watched his game. But when we signed him, I was like, and I just saw like the initial like stats of him, like 6'9". Like, I'm like, okay, hey, we're getting a wing. And then I started really watching a ton of highlights. Like, I think I watched college. I watched the summer league stuff. Because he was on our summer league team. What, 2018? Yeah. People didn't know that. So I watched some of that, and then I watched his NBA highlights, and it just like I kept looking at this, and I'm like, yo, like this kid just needs time to play with a team that needs him desperately, right? Because a guy like him on Toronto is just like he's not a diamond in the rough because they're literally like a team of small forwards, like, right? Like,
like they have like 9 wings on the team.
Yeah, they have like 9 wings. So it's like And then I started looking at him like, yo, this kid is not afraid. He has high basketball IQ. He's hustling. He doesn't care about taking it in. He doesn't care about getting dunked on. And like he seemed to always be making the right pass, and he had a decent shot. And I'm like, this is what everybody wanted Kessler Edwards to be.
Yeah.
Right. And then I just was like, there's something about him that I'm like, I think is gonna, like, once things start, he's going to fit in and be an integral part of the lineup. And it was
great to watch.
Yeah, it's been a really feel like, outside of Ben Simmons like coming back to who Ben is, it's one of the good feel-good stories of the Nets, even though we haven't had many of those, right? And this is what we want Kess to be. But Kess is nowhere near where this kid is right now at all.
Yeah. You go ahead, Julian. Biggest takeaway.
Shout out. Really, it's just shout out to Ben. I mean, like it's only been like 2 really good games back to back and stuff like that, but I really didn't have a lot of faith that he was really gonna turn it around from the beginning. So like, I feel really good, bro. Like my faith is kind of rejuvenated, because Joe's been cooking a little bit lately. Seth's been cooking. You got to remember, at the beginning of the season, we didn't have Seth or Joe. When they came back, they were still, they weren't in the flow with everything. But now we have, a back to full form or close to back to full form, Seth and Joe. And, we got Ben, and hopefully he keeps improving. But that's really what it is. Like, I mean, the game is like, it's like you'll take it, but it wasn't really like a super duper like crazy win, or anything like that.
This win felt like it was a good win. Like, I'll take it, but it's like we should have put our foot on their necks early. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a team without John Morant. Yeah, we played like, that term, you play with your food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We played with our food too long. Like, we should have had this game early on, and we were just being a little bit lackadaisical until like the third and the fourth quarter.
Spell it.
That's when we started locking in.
Spell it.
What? Oh, lackadaisical.
Yeah, spell it right now.
Lackadaisical.
Nah, that's crazy. But hey, bro, everybody should be happy about Ben. No, everybody should be optimistic about Ben, bro, because he was a key piece, and now look like he's. I'm telling you, bro, 15, 8, and 9. Ben, that's all you need to give us, bro. Like, if you're doing that,
arguably the best player of the first half.
Yeah.
He was carrying us low key, like in that first half. He was him and Royce.
Not low key. He was.
Oh, he was. Yeah,
he was. He was not. It was not low key. Like, he actually was.
And that's just the regular like statistical categories. Like, there's not a lot of categories for defense. Like, he was defending and shit like that, bro. Yeah. Ben, you play like that, and I'm telling you, bro. Like, I've always had faith. I feel like if we can get that center that we've been all talking about, I think if we can just get through the year with no problems and we can all play, bro, I'm really confident, bro. I really feel like we just got to gel, especially with the new coach. But bro, you get that center, bro, I'm feeling good, and everybody's still playing good. Everybody's still improving. I'm feeling good about shit right now.
You guys see what I just did to my avatar, by the way?
What'd you just do?
Oh, Yuta the shooter as his avatar. Oh my
That's
God.
Crazy.
Yo, you join us right now. We're recapping the game. Brooklyn just beat the Memphis Grizzlies 127-115. Ben Simmons, season high 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. We had 7 people in. Oh wait, 6 people in double figures. 7 people in double figures. My bad. 7 people in double figures. Ben with the 22-8, Katie with the 26-7 and 7. We'll talk about Kyrie real quick. Kyrie's debut back, his return game. He had 14 points.
How bad is that? We're not even that excited. We're more excited about Ben and Yuta.
It was Kyrie's like debut back. But I mean, like,
came back and we're like,
How'd you guys feel about Kyrie tonight? Like, how'd you guys feel that he start off slow?
It was a high.
How'd y'all feel about it tonight?
He only had a couple games to start the season before all the drama hit, and he's been out 8 games. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not disappointed in his play. He did exactly what I expected him to kind of do. He's still great shape, still hit some key shots, still put in some good numbers. But yeah, Backdoor said he's rusty. I think Kyrie did exactly what I expected. He hasn't been playing with this team. So you've got a new coach, you've got a new little system. So I think there's gonna be a little bit of I didn't think he was going to go out and destroy it, but
Yeah.
like somebody Cypher said, he looked a little sloppy. I just think he's going to have to fit with the new squad a little bit, right? And get in the flow that they've been getting in without him,
Yeah.
and try to fit to whatever Vaughn has got planned. And I think it'll be okay. I think he did just fine. He's the kind of player that you can just throw in and will fit in a system. But once he gets a good 10, 15 games with them, or maybe even less,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have no issue with him.
Go ahead, Julian. How you feel about Kai?
First game back after what was it, 7 games?
Yeah.
It was 7 games, right? Something
7
like
games,
that.
yeah.